Okay, so you're at an air conditioning system and you want to make sure that you get the charge right. So a lot of HVAC students, they go out into the field for the first time. Even some semi-experienced techs, maybe the first 2 years, still get nervous knowing if the charge is right. So I always say every single time that you get the chance, you need to use the charging chart because every system is different. Every manufacturer is different. If you go to the condenser, you take off the panel, usually there's a chart that the engineer put on the panel, on the inside of the panel, to tell you exactly what that engineer needs that charge to be for that specific unit that you're working on. Okay, now going over charging charts, one thing that's very important to note is if you have a split system, do the systems match, right? So the charging chart's not going to matter if you have an air handler that doesn't belong with that condenser. So you need to go check and make sure they're the same manufacturer and they're a match, basically. Okay, once you realize that they match, then you're going to obviously connect your gauges and you're going to look at the charging chart. Now, this particular one, most charging charts are going to have the different tonnages because they're going to take the same sticker for their 2 ton, 3 ton, 3.5 ton. So you're going to look at your tonnage. You're going to look at your model number. Some charging charts have all the model numbers. So you find your specific unit. This one we were working on was a 2 ton. So you're going to go up to the top where it says 24. You're going to scroll down and you're going to look at your temperature. In this case, it was around 66 degrees outside. There's a temperature there that says 65. We're going to look at the pressures, right? So it's never going to be exactly that. If the thing says your low side should be 135 psi and your high side should be 235, if it's 234, you're good. Don't try to make it, exactly. But if it's way off, then you're probably either low or you have a dirty coil or something like that. So you're going to show on your charging chart, it's going to show you exactly what the charge needs to be. Don't be embarrassed or nervous to sit down and read the instructions on the charging chart every time because every unit's different. You're not a mechanic, you're a professional technician. Professional technicians read. They read manuals. They read operating manuals. They read install guides. Pull up a little 5-gallon bucket, flip it upside down, sit down and read the manual. Read the charging chart. You're a professional, right? So the engineers are changing things all the time. You're going to get your job right when you know exactly what that engineer wants, right? Mixed with your experience. So take a look at the charging chart. On this one, it has reference pressures. You can use that. You can use subcooling when you can. You can use superheat when you can. And all this is on that chart, and it's going to get it really, really close. So between the charging chart and the split temperature, you can be confident that you know if that system is low or if it's overcharged or if it has a restriction, right? Now, one thing I will say, if you're going to use the charging chart, you need to make sure the coils are clean, all right? So that's pretty much the end of this video. I just wanted to encourage you to use the charging chart. Now, don't forget, if you're learning something from this channel or these videos, to subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions or if there's anything you want me to make a video about. Hit the notification icon and hit a like for me. All right. See you next time.